this is, there's a lot going on here. First and foremost, we're not here to re-adjudicate this. The matter has already been adjudicated. Task force found violation. Task force issued an order of determination. That order of determination was not met. That is why I favor sending this to ethics. Now, with respect to the Library Commissions having been advised by the City Attorney's Office, let me point out to you on page 9 of our packet that our order of determination, and if you look, as a matter of fact, if you look at pages 9 and 10, the vote of 7-0 to find violation included the vote of David Snyder. David Snyder was a voting member attorney on the task force. And with all due respect to the city attorney who provides us with stellar service, and I really mean that, there have been differences of opinion between our voting member attorney and the city attorney's office from time to time. It's going to happen. But I would say that the vote of the opinion of our voting member attorney carries at least equal weight with that of the city attorney. Also, if you look on page 10, David Snyder's signature is a co-signator of that order of determination. So again, we have an attorney's weight behind this. With respect to what the Ethics Commission may or may not do with this, there are a number of things to consider here. First of all, the Ethics Commission, Monday of last week, adopted a whole new set of regulations. And among those regulations is that when matters are referred by the task force, staff's role is now diminished. Staff no longer gives counsel or advice or a recommendation on matters that are referred by from the task force. Staff's role is strictly administrative in this, and it is up to the Ethics Commission itself now to decide whether to take a matter or actually whether a violation, a willful violation, has occurred. There's a more direct route now to the Ethics Commission.
And this hasn't been going on for 10 years? The plain reading wasn't this for 10 years?
Obstacle role of the commission staff may in fact be gone now. Would the Ethics Commission continue to find the Library Commission or any other body not in violation, not in willful violation for following city attorney's advice? Maybe. But we have held, the task force has held consistently in the past that 150-word summaries provided by a speaker should be included in the body of the minutes. Maybe the majority of this task force feels differently. I don't know. That, I guess, remains to be seen. My feeling is we have adopted a position in the past, and I think we should hold firm to that position, and that is why I would like to see this matter referred to the Ethics Commission for the finding of willful violation.
Yes, call their bluff. See if they do anything.
So
I will get you 10, they won't.
Respectfully disagree, at least in part. I think if this matter is referred to the Ethics Commission, at a minimum, they would likely find that City Librarian Herrera had no direct role in the minutes, and that that's solely within the purview of the Library Commission, perhaps in part with Ms. Blackman, but not with Mr. Herrera. I have not heard an explanation as to why this would be deemed a willful violation and not simply a violation in absent something on the record and some
us what the term willful means. Once again, the city attorney spin willful.
Madam Chair?
Yes.
Willful because there was an order of determination issued and that order of determination has not been met.
We're waiting for a response from Mr. Piphill.
Member Island?
Member Neat, what's to stop the Ethics Commission choosing not to hear this?
I'm sorry?
What's to stop the Ethics Commission choosing not to hear this?
Nothing.
Is there anything
No,
else?
this is, I will admit, I will be the first to admit, this is a crapshoot.
A crapshoot with the Ethics Commission.
As has been pointed out, cases similar to this have gone to the Ethics Commission, and the Ethics Commission has followed staff recommendations to dismiss it, or not to hear it at all. However, again, the recommendation role of the staff with the new regulations adopted by the Ethics Commission is no longer there. In this case, now the staff of the Ethics Commission acts strictly in an administrative role, and it is the Ethics Commission itself that must decide whether without a recommendation from staff.
Geez, it wasn't that way for 10 years, the plain language interpretation?
Whether, in fact, there was a willful violation.
Member Renee?
Thank you. And somewhat to that point, if any of us, or if as a body, we feel that this might not be heard by the Ethics Commission, that they might dismiss it, which they might, they very well might. However, quite frankly, what precedent might we be setting as a policy body to not refer it to ethics simply because we think that they might not hear it? What kind of precedent might we be setting as a policy body?
Great. I'm going to give you 1 second, and then I'd like to go to public comments. I'd like to start on this.
And I agree. To answer that point in particular, I think that there is no chance that the Ethics Commission will not hear it. Under the new regulations, they are required to hear referrals from this task force.
They were required in the past.
That there's been a violation if this task force makes a referral with that
Right.
finding. Whether they
They were required in the past and didn't do it.
But they will absolutely hear it.
Look into the Nurse Ratchet case.
Based on a referral intent finding from this body.
Right, and so in the past, we've had folks suggest that we not refer it simply because, while they might hear it, they might not honor it. And to that point, if we would adhere to that, I frankly feel, and I'm sure at least a few of us on this policy body would agree with me, that it's very important for us to be firm in sticking to what we know is correct, defending transparency for the city.
Can I take public comment?
When Ms. Fisher was before the Rules Committee, I believe she testified that these meetings were way too long, and when she got on the task force that she did, she would see to it that they were shortened. So you just spent an hour, I'd say an hour and 10 minutes, reinventing the wheel, as Mr. Hart said. This issue's come before the task force so many times, and the only reason it's come back is because of obstinacy on the part of the Library Commission, the chair of which was the subject of one of the only 2 cases ever heard by the Ethics Commission on a referral to the task force, and we know what happened to that. The statute says, any person speaking during a public comment period may supply a brief written summary of their comments, which shall, if no more than 150 words, be included in the minutes. Any plain reading of that should mean that that is the best way, as Mr. Hart has explained, of his expressing what he has to say or what he wants to say, and that's his First Amendment right. And nobody should be allowed to fool around with that by either putting it at the end and actually demeaning the value of it by putting it at the end, belongs where it belongs. And as far as the Ethics Commission is concerned, they've only heard 2 cases out of maybe 30 or 35 that have referred to them. One was the one I mentioned about the chair of the Library Commission, and the other one was Patrick Shaw's official misconduct case, which was totally butchered by the Ethics Commission, and it was against Mr. St. Croix. End of story.
Thank you. Anyone have a comment?
Yes, hello. Once again, my name is J.C. Grant Garza, and I have a lot of public comment regarding this issue. I've made comments about Mr. Hart's, I've made comments about the Ethics Commission.
Excuse me, sir, did you speak on this issue already?
If you're just taking public comment, I obviously couldn't add.
I believe you offered facts and evidence in support of the complainant.
But that's not public comment, is it?
Sir, once you do that, then you become part of the party in interest, and you are no longer eligible to make public comment.
Oh, that's okay. I'll just wait till public comment. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else have public comment?
Sorry, Ray, I tried.
2 minutes or 3?
2 minutes.